Mr. Spock, we can get along with these people. These people, Captain? That's not what I mean, Mr. Spock. I mean, we can get along with other aliens. We got a black lady on the bridge. We got an Asian guy flying the ship. We've got a Russian guy flying the ship when the Asian guy's not available to work. We're diverse. Why can't we also get along with Klingons? Sir, I believe you're referring to Klingons. Klingons. No. No. Captain, it's Klingons. Trust me, I've seen Next Generation. What's Next Generation? A show where Klingons had actual head ridges and they weren't just like, you know, dark-looking dudes with a weird fucking mustache. Mr. Spock, so uncharacteristic of you to curse. This show sucks, Captain. I'm out. No wonder they never asked you to do an episode with Captain Picard. Jerk off. I did the movie. The movie sucked. Get out of here, Kirk. You're a has-been. You're a hack! Anyway, sorry. Was I live that entire time? I sound more like Christopher Walken than Shatner. Hey, I didn't say it was going to be a good impression. Shatner's come. It's not a great Shatner, but you know, it's the spirit of the Shat is there. You know, Next Generation cast is going to be at Comic-Con. I might try to see if Riker's line is especially short. I don't think he's going to have as many people as Patrick Stewart. So I might try to get in on that hot Riker action. This is good. Yeah, I know. I wanted some love. Thank you. It's good, Mr. Redead. I needed that. I needed a little love. Yes. Are you going to do Shadow Temple, Spirit Temple, or just hunt for heart pieces this time around? I might do the Spirit Temple. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. We'll just kind of see what happens, I guess. I do want to turn in these Skulltulas real quick. Yeah, no, I'm gonna do Shadow Temple first. I'm sorry, I got confused. I always get Spirit and Shadow confused. I thought Spirit was, in fact, the Shadow for a minute. I'm talking about the spoopy one. That's next. I might do some side stuff and then the first part of Shadow. You know, I might do the well tonight. And then Shadow will be my next stream. Yeah, let's do the well. Get back, Link. How is the rain? Do it. How did? Man, that Hylian shield needs a little bit of work. He was holding that shit up. That shadow monster got straight through it. Looks like you're coming around. Link, a terrible thing has happened. The The evil shadow spirit has been released. Impa, the leader of Kakariko village, has sealed the evil shadow spirit in the bottom of the well. But the force of the evil spirit got so strong, the seal of the well broke and it escaped into the world. I believe Impa has gone to the Shadow Temple to seal it again, but she will be in danger without any help. Link, Impa is one of the 6 sages. Destroy the evil shadow spirit and save Impa. There is an entrance to the Shadow Temple beneath the graveyard behind this village. The only thing I can do for you is teach you this melody that will lead you to the Shadow Temple. This is the melody that will draw you into the infinite darkness that absorbs even time. Listen to this, the Nocturne of Shadow. Yes, this is a good one. Let me take care of the village. I'm counting on you, Link. Why don't you walk away like a normal person, though? Do you need... Link wasn't even, like, trying to follow you that time. Sheik, you don't have to show off, man. Not every time. Like, maybe once in a while you show off, but... I mean, Link was just there. Like, he did... Oh, whatever. That's what you want to do, then I guess that's what you want to do. I'm really feeling it! Which brother is next? Here's a reward. Oh, a fucking bomb chew. Great, that's exactly what I needed. Bunch of fucking bomb chews. Fantastic. Darren, what do you mean an ocarina would make a terrible bong? You just fill the holes in. Think about it. You can make noise and gurgle at the same time. Like as you're sucking in, you can play the Song of Storms. The dankest of dank Song of Storms. I'm really feeling it right about now, Mr. Potter. Potter. I'm really feeling it. Harry Potter. Sorry, this is the part of the night where I lose all inhibitions and just start doing Alan Rickman voices for no reason. Okay, gotta return as a child. Let's do it. I'm in the process of... Guy named Will has been helping me out with shipping. And, I got a bunch of, like, bubble envelopes. You know? Like a bunch of, like, little envelopes with bubbles. So I spent 30 bucks. I ordered 100. They sent me about 250. 2 giant boxes of bubble envelopes that I did not need. It's madness, guys. It's absolutely madness. I don't think I'll be sending out kazoos internationally though, because that's a whole fucking other thing. I'm doing a test. I'll tell you why I got shipping stuff. I actually had to buy a cheap printer too. I'm gonna start selling kazoos, buttons, and pins. And when I say selling, I mean I'm not looking to make a profit. I'm looking to, well, maybe I'll make $1 profit, but I'm looking to cover my costs of the kazoos and the buttons. And basically, people have been asking, great, black screen. People have been asking for all these things. The kazoos and buttons and cards and all that shit. So I figure what I'll do is, here's my idea. Bubble envelope. I'll put one of each item in there, and then maybe some other random shit that you can just get randomly lucky with. So I have stuff from packs. Basically, you're gonna pay for the shipping, and you give me your address, and you know, don't anyone do this now. I'm not ready for this yet, but at some point soon, after the test is complete, after I'm confident that I know what the fuck I'm doing, then we could do something about that. But I thought about, like, including various random things that you may have seen on stream. Like, I have a few things, for example, the broken Drake disc. I have 3 pieces of that. I might slip that in a few envelopes, just for, like, people to randomly get a broken disc for no reason. You could just chuck it if you want, but I figure it's better than me chucking it. Pins from, you know, various places that I have, random things, like I have you know, that little Luigi figure, the shitty, broken, derpy Luigi. I can give you, like, his arm. Like, someone might get his arm. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm still thinking about it. I gotta figure out how to make this work. But I have 250 fucking envelopes that I can't fit in my house, so there's that. Is this like the Red Letter Media auctions? I suppose. If you want to look at it like that, I suppose. One lucky person will get 4 years worth of pubes. That was Darren that just said that, not me, by the way. So the dude taught me the Song of Storms, now I have to play it for him, right? For the first time. This is the first time he's hearing the song, even though he taught it to Adult Link. Go around and around. What fun, I'm so happy. I'm a music man who loves to go around and around and around and around, trying to come up with this musical theme inspired by this windmill going around and around and around. Somehow. Snake, you created a paradox. Go around, go around. What? It's going way too fast! The song that ruined this man's life. I always like how you have to come back as a child. Like, you're not done being a kid yet. You have to come back like once or twice and do a few other things. And of course, as a child, they give you the most fucking unnerving, disturbing, crazy, batshit, off-the-wall dungeon with just stupid things running around all over the place. Oh, God. Get frozen. There's skeletons. Jeff is here, guys. Look, it's Jeff! Hey, Jeff! Please get off me. Please go. Guys, how do I talk to the skeleton again? I know there's a way. It won't let me talk to him. You hold L and Navi. Oh, gotcha. I can hear I can hear the spirits whispering in this room. I understand now. Look for the Eye of Truth. That's what they're saying. But it's just a skeleton. Look at that. Look at that face. Guys, with the 3D all the way on, if you get really close to the skeleton and you just look at it with the 3D all the way up, it really feels, it makes my eyes hurt a lot. Like, I'm just looking at the skeleton, it's coming out of the screen. It hurts. Guys, it hurts so much. Okay. Let's just stop doing that right now. Oh, poop. There's just a big pile of poop here. That's nice. It's dead bodies and poop. Oh, just dead. Yeah, that's good. This is nice. This is a nice environment to raise a child. Link is gonna grow up really fucking dysfunctional after this. Or, you know, go to Termina and learn how to be an adult. What Electro Squid said, people were drinking out of this well. And what is it now? Now it's just fucking gross. Watch for shadows, right? Gotcha. Everything is more imposing as a child. I don't have all my tools. I don't have Bigoron's sword. Fuck off, hand. No, now's not the time, hand. You fucking hands. I'll see you later, man. Don't worry about me. Just don't worry. Pretend I'm not even here. Look for the Eye of Truth, right? I know. You fucking asshole, fucking bastard cunt. fucking what, mate? Yes. Yes, this is where I want to be. I want to be where these hands are. It's just great. Hands coming out of acid swamp. Okay, where am I going? Do I have to cross the acid swamp, hands? Skeleton torches. Skyrim logo? Okay, so that's not the way I want to go right now. If I could get in that way, that would be nice. What's over here? This is a water puzzle that I need a key for. I don't have any keys at the moment. Are you guys still on about Shulk puns? I'm really custom making it. How's that for ultimate meme? You like that? Oh, look at that. There's a thing there. What's my favorite Zelda game? Wow. It varies. But generally it's Link to the Past. Or Majora. God. Or Zelda 2. Or this one. How the fuck do you choose? There's so many good ones. So as I was saying before, for anyone who was interested in me adding them, on 3DS for Smash Battles, like I said, just say this one more time, people that are emailing me, it's probably not going to happen, simply because, seriously, it would take so long. You have to... Not only do you have to enter in my friend code, I have to enter in your friend code. Now imagine me doing that for like 50 people. I've already gotten a ton of requests. And my friends list is getting full. Shit, skeleton room. Invisible things. So, sorry about that, guys. It's just, yeah, it's a hassle, sadly. Maybe if Nintendo had made it a little bit easier. Goodbye, shield. I did that to myself. So many nice skeletons. There's Jeff. There's Macbeth. There's Beth. There's Lando. Cornelius. Viper. John. They called him Skullbone Johnny. This guy right here. This guy was... he was on meth for a little bit, but he got his act clean. Look where it got him. His name was Scout. This guy, Christopher London, Cornelius III. This guy, Multiscroat. He was an alright dude, but the Reaper caught up with him pretty quickly. Mac, Sack, Crack, Back, and Link. Oh shit, Link. Link is a skeleton! Anyway, where are we going? This is a very nice room that I don't want to be in right now. Damn it. Multiscroat was my favorite skeleton. I like how in, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but in the old Scooby-Doo cartoon, was there ever a skeleton that was like a very pronounced skeleton? Nah. Nah, I don't need to be here. Fuck. It was like a legit skeleton that the gang found, and then they pulled the mask off the skeleton, and it was just a person. And somehow the gang didn't understand or didn't see that instead of a skeleton, it was just a man in a skeleton suit. Like, how is that even possible? I mean, there's probably 1,000 skeletons in the old Scooby-Doos, but how do you not see? Ah. You guys like creepy hands? I know you do! I know you do! Here he is, the favorite, the best boss in the game. Or mini-boss, rather. Look at this beautiful man. How did I feel the first time I saw this boss? I don't know. I don't remember. Just keep in mind, when this game came out, I was 13 or 14. It's 13. So at 13 years old, I was better equipped to handle this. I had already seen The Exorcist, but it still probably freaked me the fuck out. Oh God, they come back. Oh, I don't think I killed this one. Never mind. I don't have the lens of truth yet. He just wants to play. He's like, oh, someone my age, finally. Why did you kill me? All that for a compass. What a shitty well. What a really awful place to be and to drink from. They've been drinking skeletons. This entire town has been drinking skeletons. That's gotta suck. I do have a key. So that means I could go to the next room. Where's that again? Gotta get your calcium. Yeah, I guess so. I thought I'd be quick enough. I thought I would be quick enough. So I'm thinking about doing a few horror movies. You know, because AVGN's doing Monster Madness. I figured maybe we could hang out, watch a few horror movies for Halloween time, which is coming up pretty soon. I have to pick a few. We'll go from like you know, old school to like some of the newer stuff. Do like a Nightmare on Elm Street kind of thing, all the way to well, a lot of modern stuff kind of doesn't do anything for me, but Tusk, yeah, I kind of want to see Tusk actually. I don't know if I would go to the theater and watch it, but I kind of want to see why this movie was made. Like, what? Like, why'd you do this, Kevin Smith? What? Why? Maybe we'll do some kind of like poll where I determine what Vinesauce's favorite scary movie is, and we'll watch that one. I think I have a few favorites, you know, The Shining, stuff like that. Alien. Oh, so this room was completely pointless and I just wasted a key. That's good. I was hoping that maybe killing these guys would give me a key somehow, but nope. Bomb the pile in the room. Thank you. I would have been stuck in this dungeon for hours had someone not told me that. How are you supposed to bomb the poo? How are you supposed to know to bomb the poo? Thank you for that. Bomb the poo. Christ's sake. It looks cracked. I didn't see that. I didn't notice any crack in the poo. There we go. Oh, I see, how many re-deads are guarding that chest? 5? Let's try to cheap him out a little bit. Mission cheap out re-deads not working. No! Son of a bitch! Don't know where that voice came from. It's like I was possessed. Guys, 24-hour Ghost Hunters Marathon. What was that? Did you hear a noise? Coming back soon. Coming soon to Ghost Hunters. Will the team discover the secrets of the Philadelphia Hotel or whatever? What was that? I think I felt a tap on my shoulder. Did you hear a noise that sounded like a door shutting? Oh my god. almost fucked me there, Redeads. Gotcha. Thank you for the Sun Song suggestion. Did you hear that noise? What was that noise? And I'm actually someone that believes in the paranormal to some extent. I do believe that we have spirit, you know. But I mean, watching Ghost Hunters, I think, dropped my IQ. I watched a lot of it. I found a list of the best episodes. I was looking for the best proof. I was like, alright, this show's been on for a while. This was a few years ago. I was like, this show's been on for a while. Let's see if they've actually come to any conclusions. Let's see if somehow they've discovered something that I might find weird or interesting or proof of paranormal. There might have been like 2 or 3 things that were, for me, legitimately, like there's a Lighthouse episode that I liked, that I was like, okay, that's weird. If they're not doing that, that's weird. And there's a few other ones that were interesting, that stuck out in my mind at one point, but I forgot now. But, it was just, yeah, I mean, there was only a few episodes that had a few moments. So, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, this is just me now, that show had 7 minutes of merit. And the rest of it was just, what was that noise? Did you hear that? Holy shit. Could that be a ghost? I wonder at what point though, and I've heard accusations that at a certain point you know, you kind of have to put a show on. So think about how much effort these people would go through. How many, you know, they would stay at a place for like 2-3 nights. What if they got absolutely nothing? Would they just go home and be like, you know what? Fine. I'm okay with that. You know, we don't need to be here anymore. Let's go home. And then they don't have an episode. You know what I mean? Like, they don't have an episode. They just went to a place, they stayed there for like 3 days, they traveled, they brought their entire crew, and then they don't have an episode. So what are they gonna do? They're gonna have a guy... They're gonna have a guy with a fucking coin. He's gonna throw the coin down a hallway, and they're gonna record it from 3 rooms over, and they'll be like, what was that noise? Now, do I have proof that this is the case? No, of course not. But, you know... I wonder. I wonder about that. Okay, we don't have a key. Why is Indiana's portal to hell? Vinny is really just ignoring it. What am I ignoring? I don't want to ignore something important. I was talking about Ghost Hunters. Well, I need the key. Maybe it's in the poop. Someone just said, I don't think I believe in the paranormal. I like that attitude. I like the attitude that you're not sure. Because, for me, I don't, you know, I don't say I know anything until it's proven otherwise. and I found the topic of paranormal to be very interesting and sometimes unexplainable. I've had some experiences. My friends have had experiences. My family has stories. You know, I'm sure a lot of you guys, you know, now that Halloween's coming up, would like to share ghost stories. Not on Vinesauce, of course. Not anymore. I can't be bothered. But at Illusory, right? There's a wall that's hidden, right? I will look for it. Let's see. Oh, fuck. I should have known. But yeah, the paranormal has always been a fairly interesting topic, but that Ghost Hunters stuff and then the various spin-offs of Ghost Hunters, it's entertainment. It's fun to watch if you're, you know, in that mindset, but I don't believe all of it. I only believe, like I said, a few moments in a few episodes at most. And you know, the problem is it's never really concrete proof. You know, that's maybe a lot to ask for, but I feel like we've never been given concrete proof of anything. Same thing with aliens, and I'm a big advocate of, you know, alien discussion. I like the topic. I like Roswell as a discussion point. I like various things, like, you know, if you don't know me, you probably wouldn't know that, but I find the topic interesting. But again, there's no concrete evidence. It's always just like a metallic football being thrown over a hill by Uncle Rico, and we're expected to believe that that is proof. And like a new UFO documentary will come out and it'll be like, we now have proof of aliens. Stick around, and we'll be right back. And you stick around, and it's just, again, metallic football in the distance, filmed on a foot. It's just like someone turned a foot into a video camera, and that became what was used to film this intense alien encounter. But, you know, there are some interesting images, and there are some good stories out there, and if you care to do the research, as I always say, if you care to do the research, you will find that it's multi-layered, and there are some very reputable people, like, you know, Disclosure Project, that's all I'm gonna say. There's some very reputable people that have information that you might find interesting, but, then there's, well, you know, I saw it came from my cow. Bigfoot, I think, is big shit. It's Big Dick's foot. No, I'm not a Bigfoot person. Same thing with Loch Ness. Those two things just seem. I mean, sure, there could be a species of ape that we haven't discovered. I mean, I'm sure there's millions of species we have not discovered on this planet. But I find the likelihood of a Bigfoot walking upright and scaring the fuck out of random rednecks to be of suspect, you know, origin. So I don't really go for that. But, yeah, UFOs, that's a different story. My uncle has a story that was interesting. I have a few things that I couldn't explain. But yeah. Anyway, when it comes to paranormal discussion, it's a fun topic, especially around Halloween. But again, if you want to see good scary movies, don't watch the movies where horror is replaced with gore. I cannot stand how that has happened to movies in recent times. It's no longer like, you know, let's try to scare our audience. Let's just gross them the fuck out. Hey, by the way, guys, someone said there's like a hidden wall or something here. What am I doing wrong? Can I just not go there now? Because I don't have a key? I cannot find anything. Maybe it's in poop? I mean, what, was the gravestone draggable? Yeah, there was a Skulltula in there. It was just a Skulltula. Keep an eye on the chat for a second. Vinny, have you seen Candyman? No, I haven't, actually. I want to. I've heard that's a fun one. I've played Five Nights at Freddy's. Now that I have it, do I need to go in that room? No. No. But I'm kind of, I checked every path downstairs. Did I, however? No. I haven't. Going back down. This time with the lens of truth. Let's try this out. Again, this is just to see what's in that last room. I don't even know what's in the last room. I got what I needed. Lens of truth is exactly what I needed. But I'm wondering why there's just a random extra room for seemingly no reason. I like the idea of Uncle Rico tossing a metallic football over a mountain and someone filming it with a foot. I feel like that was a very good moment in my life. You know what I mean? Do you ever feel proud of yourself for coming up with something? I think since I said lizards or turtles or lizards last night, that was my proudest moment. Making that little connection between Uncle Rico and a foot and UFOs. I mean, that's, man, putting my English degree to work, man. Very happy with myself, very happy. Okay, that poop was no good. That was not kosher poop. How are bombs not affecting that guy? Who's Uncle Rico? Uncle Rico's the Napoleon Dynamite guy. The guy who wants to go back and play football. If he could only, you know, be put in that game, they would have won, that guy. I like that guy. That guy's a good guy, that guy. Alright, I'm gonna ask what is in this room and why do I even want to get in there? Does anyone have any suggestions? Probably just a gold Skulltula. Well, I'll tell you what. Fuck it. I'm not gonna worry about it. We've scoured every inch, and I've bombed every shit I could find, which is a sentence you wouldn't hear too often in your everyday life. But on Vinesauce, it's normal. I bombed all the poo, except for some of these skeleton piles, which you cannot bomb. The key is in the poop near the entrance of this area. You know what? I don't care at this moment. Thank you, though. I'm really... If it's a Skulltula, I don't care. I'm not going for all 100. I tried. I tried. I love Vinny. Someone in Twitch chat just said, I love Vinny, but why is he so professional? What do you mean exactly? How do you want me to be unprofessional? Explain. I've already spoken about farts, bombing shit, drinking skeletons, turtles being lizards. Is that, like, would you really consider that professional? Didn't I do the Triforce, though? Thought I did that bit. This is like kind of just who I am, man. I don't think I'm that professional. If I was professional, I'll tell you what, I would have my compressor all the way up and you'd be hearing me talk like this all the time, right? You know, even if I'm feeling like kind of like a little bit like crap and I don't really feel like talking like that, you'd hear me do it. Trust me. I think that's, in my opinion, that's professional. Me, I just, you know, I try to stay awake. That's as much effort as I put into streaming. I just stay awake. That's it. If I could possibly, like, I'm almost laying down while I'm streaming. I have my feet up. I got the 3DS. I'm reclining in my chair. I really, all intents and purposes, I should be asleep. But don't worry, guys. I'm doing this for you. I'm staying awake for you. It's a hard life, but I do it. I do it day in and day out. Go to bed so I can go to bed. Just watch the recording tomorrow, man. Go to bed. Don't stay up. What's my wallpaper? My wallpaper is a mushroom that Peer Gaming made. Vine Shroom. I kind of wish I could have a cigarette, but I've been good. I went out tonight. Didn't drink, but I watched my friends. I maybe had we went out to this German place to eat, and my friends drank, and one of my friends is a smoker, so you know I was tempted, but I still haven't. I didn't break yet. Still not smoking. Vappy, yeah, Vappy Vap, just to let you guys know, if anyone didn't know. Vappy Vap, basically, his channel got hit with a copyright for something really stupid. And, I hate the fact that it happened, but yeah, he can't upload videos over 15 minutes at the moment. So he made a backup. I give the guy credit, you know, he uploads a lot of my streams. I really appreciate it. I don't care if he's making money off of it. I don't even think he is. I really don't give a shit. I'm just happy that if people want to watch my dumb streams, they can. That's good enough for me. And a lot of people have discovered my streams through Vappy Vap, oddly enough, which is weird. I remember at the meetup, someone was like, "Oh, I know you from the stream. I don't know the stream that well. I'm kind of new," but he was like, "I know you and I know Vappy Vap." I was like, "Well, you know Vappy's just a viewer that uploads my videos." He was like, "Oh." So that's something that's happening. But you guys can go to his channel. He's got a backup that he's uploading everything at. So if you are on Vappy Vap's channel at some point and you're wondering where the videos went, he has a backup. And you can go there and you know, check out the stuff there. It's really bizarre going to YouTube and typing Vinesauce and seeing like thousands of videos that are just random moments from my streams that I can't believe how much of a presence, not just me, but Joel, And even some of the other streamers, they get a lot of, you know, just weird little fan videos or like just full streams or even just a few moments just uploaded. It's a very strange side effect of what I'm doing. An unexpected one at that. But, yeah, it's cool. I'm happy people are enjoying them. And, happy to keep streaming, really. But, you know, my channel, I like to keep a very tight lid on my channel with certain things. Pretty careful about what content I put up there, because I've seen channels suffer from an overdose of content. I've seen channels suffer from not enough. I've also seen channels suffer because they put just way too much, like, weirdness and stuff that isn't quite as good. So I try to keep a very close eye on what I upload in particular, which is why you don't see, like, full streams. You don't see, like, stuff like Toy Stunt Bike on my channel. I do have older Perfect Dark Corruptions from maybe a year and a half ago that I rewatched and I actually got a kick out of. So, I might throw those up on my channel at some point. I think, Vinny, you could have gotten there with a song. Oh, you're right. I was just busy talking, I guess. I don't know how much of this dungeon. I don't want to do the whole thing, so I might do just a little bit. But I might put the Perfect Dark stuff on the channel. I'm gonna take a look at it again. If it's good, I'll put it up there. You're on. Someone just said I'm under the belief that you don't put enough content on your channel. I love it when you have a large back catalog. Well, put it this way: I have 200 and something videos, most of which, at this point, are stream moments. I think that's a pretty decent amount, and I feel like you could watch my videos and just mine alone for quite a long time if you watch them all the way through. And I'm pretty happy with what's up there. You know, it's not just random shit that I, you know, wanted to just throw up there because I needed a video. Like, I always try to put up the best stuff. I have stuff from a few months ago that I could upload. I haven't got around to. So I always have a few things that I have at least 3-4 videos in mind for the future. I'm pretty happy about that. But, yeah, I mean, too much, like I said, too much is not good. I really do believe that too much stuff is very bad for a channel. And I think my once-a-week strategy works for me, because I am lazy. I will never deny my laziness. But also, oh, what? But it also gives you something to look forward to if you like the stuff, and you don't have to worry about, say... You don't have to worry about, say, oh, you know, Vinesauce uploaded 4 videos this week, and they're all like 20 minutes. It's like, oh, you get a between 3 and 10-minute video a week. That's not bad. I can watch that. I make stuff for what I would watch, basically. I make things based on my attention span, and it seems to work out okay. But my favorite channel is, oddly enough, Red Letter Media, and they upload maybe once every week, once every 2 weeks. But their stuff is really good. And long, too. Like 40 minutes, 30 minutes. I do have to watch every Red Letter Media video. If I see it, I'm just like, well, I know what I'm doing later. It's just one of those things. That's one of the only channels that I do that. You would watch 20 minutes of Gamby stories. It's funny because my friends and I were talking about Gamby tonight. So, odd that you should bring him up. We were just sharing various stories of homelessness and various other things. Nothing tremendously exciting. What opened? What did I do, guys? Seriously, I don't even know what I did. I wasn't paying attention, like a jerk. The tongue face. What about the tongue face? You opens the tongue door. What? Yeah, but I can't get in there. Do you guys see that? Tricksy. Very tricksy. I just barely saw that was insidious Master Quest bullshit. Fucking hell. No, that's not gonna work. Someone says Rooster Teeth produces so much content, I can't keep up with it. See, I find that to be a problem. But is it a problem? Because how many fucking viewers do they have? I mean, subscribers, rather? So maybe it works. Maybe some of the channels that upload like a video a day, maybe that's like the best way to get views. Who knows? Summonon said, I get the feeling people seem to think they have to watch everything that someone puts out, which is not the case. You are correct. That shouldn't necessarily be the case, but I can tell you this. For me, I feel like it's possible to watch my stuff. Because even if you miss a month, that's only like 20 minutes of your life that you have to catch up on. And that's just YouTube. You know, whether it be a Mario Luigi video or something from the stream. So if you don't have time to watch the stream, and you don't want to watch a full stream, you know, you get a highlight. And that works for some people. And other people do that too. It's not just me. But like I said, I wouldn't be able to watch a full stream all the time. I give you guys a lot of credit for watching me stream as much as you do. Not just me, but the streamers on the site, whoever. You know, I think it takes a lot of effort to keep up with streams. And some of you guys I see here every night. And I mean, that's incredible. You guys have some dedication that I don't have. I would, if I didn't make this stuff, I would watch my YouTube videos, and that's probably it. Maybe some of the other ones that other people make, like the F-Zero corruptions, or maybe Wario Tate. But I think it's pretty impressive. And again, it means a lot to me. And you know, I appreciate it. And I have no problem if you use adblock for my videos. Seriously. My videos, the streams, if you need to use adblock, use it. It's fine. I'm just happy that people are watching. Wario Date. Why did I say Wario Date? I just pretend I didn't say that. It's better that way. Let's not go down that way. Does Vinny know that the creator of Wario Date saw his video? I didn't know that, but I also don't really know how to feel about that. That doesn't really surprise me in a way, I guess, because it is a game that someone probably made in their free time, but I don't know how to feel about it. Am I supposed to feel something? Where's the fucking door that I missed? So I got a thing there, and then I hit a switch or something, and then I thought a door opened in here, but I guess not. Yeah, what Reg said about streamers feeling pressured to finish games. I don't like to start games sometimes if I know I'm not going to finish them. And I've done it way too many times already. But I try to be careful about that. It's never a good idea to start a game and then not finish streaming it. Unless it's just a one-off, you know, like you know, you're just doing like a round of FTL, stuff like that. But if it's a game that's like a, you know, full game, story, everything, yeah, then it's not a good idea. Like, I stopped playing Wonderful 101 because, let's be honest here, I was complete shit at it. I own up to it, I fess up to it, I wasn't good at it. And I didn't take the time to learn the mechanics properly, and I failed. And I said to myself, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to subject this audience to me streaming this game. And, so I didn't. But, you know, that doesn't always happen. The game was frustrating to me. And I found it to be a very good game. I'm sure a lot of people would love it. But it just wasn't, I lost interest so fast. Maybe it's because of how not good I was at the game, or maybe it's because, I don't know. Maybe it's because of the game itself, but I just, yeah, I gave up on it. I still feel guilty about that to this day. Great, touch the spikes. There is a chance I would try it again. I would never say never, you know. There were some moments that were really fun, and it had a really fun story. So, it could happen again. Guillotines. Oh my god. Is school resuming, making the chat pretty bearable? Yes. I feel that is a very good assessment of why the chat is tolerable. I mean, in Chitango, there's still 500 and something people. There's nearly 600 people. But yeah, people are in school. This happens every year. The stream gets really crazy during winter break and summer break. People claim that the site is turning to shit. And it might be for them. I mean, the streams are still fine, I feel. But, you know, if the community is what you're here for, then maybe you're kind of here for the wrong reasons, I think. You know, it's nice to have a good community, yes, but how else did you find the stream than through the streams? So, I feel like the people that naysay about the community need to take a step back and just, like, enjoy their life and kind of, like, reassess the importance of this website and just watch a stream and just have fun. But taking it a step back, of course, if, you know, you're here and you're trying to chat and you don't hide the chat and you do like contributing, then you're gonna have a rough time during the summer. You know what I mean? You're gonna have a very difficult time, and you're gonna probably not want to be here because it's too fucking fast and there's too many goddamn people. So, you know, you have to kind of, instead of complain, I feel like it's a good idea to just chill and understand what's going on. I mean, look, it's winter, you know, it's school's back. Well, it's fall rather, and school's back, and the chat's pretty tolerable. Community's pretty normal at the moment, and you know, people are able to watch the streams in peace and even chat a bit. So, I mean, that's really all you can hope for with any stream, really. The community, the problem, and Anon just said, the problem is that the community went to shit years ago. I offer two things. If the community is that shit, either watch the streams only and don't worry about the community, just hide the chat and don't get involved. Find another community. Oh god, great. Look, as I say that, I get swallowed by a like. Or, if it's so shit, then just, you know, no one's forcing you to stay. You don't have to stay. But it's like everyone, every year, says the community went to shit at some point. And, you know, for them, they might be right. For others, they might not be right. I know there's a lot of people here that are really, really enjoying their time here. And are completely oblivious to any naysaying about the community being bad. It depends on your level of involvement, too. And, like, I hate to say this, I hate to bring this up. Some people are going to hate this. The Twitch people won't really understand this, which is fine. But I'll bring this up anyway, because it does need to be said every now and then. Secret club mentality. We've been over this, like, many times. But it needs to be restated. There is this feeling that, oh, I've been here for a few years when the community was a lot smaller and the streamers interacted with us more often. Incoming, I'm looking at you. You're right. You are 100% correct, but you know what, man? It's not that we don't want to interact more with people. It's not that we're not, you know, in a way, we're not discouraging a smaller community. It's just we grew. We grew as a stream, and this is what we have now, so you do the best you can, you know? You can't really make everyone happy. And I still like the site, I still like the people. I get a lot of really great mail. People are exceedingly nice to me. And you know, I love streaming. So not you, like, I'm not saying incoming, I'm not saying that you in particular are like, oh man, the secret club is gone. I was just saying that you had stated at some point that, you know, the community has gotten bigger and that we don't interact with you guys as much. And you're right, you're absolutely right. Secret club mentality is a little bit different, and I wouldn't say that you're the one that's specifically looking for that. But, you know, again, it depends on what you're looking for. You know, if this might not be for everyone, or it might have changed to the point where people aren't happy, in which case I say, listen, I've been a part of a few communities when I was younger, and the Clock Crew community, I was an administrator of that, if anyone knows what that is. God, I hope not, but, and it changed many, many times. Different leadership, different viewers, or different members. And there were times where I was like, this is not good anymore. And I fucked off. I just disappeared. And then I would come back, check it out, and it was still not good, so I just eventually stopped. Yeah, Newgrounds. But, I had my fun, you know. I definitely made a lot of friends. And don't regret my time there, but it's just a matter of when it was time to move on, it was time to move on, and that's what I did. But, you know, again, final point that I'm trying to make is this. If you're here for the streams, you're here for the right reason. If you're here to make friends, that's also a good reason. But if that becomes a source of negativity in your life, then just get the fuck out of here. If anything becomes negative, get the fuck out of here. And I don't mean just here, just anywhere. You don't need to be around negativity. Just stay away from it. You'll be happier. And that's, you know, that's a little, I guess, personal perspective of a guy who's been around a little bit online. So, that's all I have to say about that. Speaking of Newgrounds, I'll tell you guys a quick story. I met Tom Fulp by accident. I went to the Behemoth booth at PAX. I told this story, but I'll tell it again. Tom Fulp is the owner of Newgrounds. He created it, you know. He's the dude. Anyway, I forgot what he looked like, and I didn't even expect to see him. But we went up to the Behemoth booth, and I saw a dude who looked like he just worked there. And it was at the end, and I was like, hey, listen, do you have any pins I could give people from, you know, my site? I was like, you know, I have people from my stream here, and if you have any extra little buttons or pins or anything stupid that you're going to throw away or not use, I would be happy to take it. And some places actually did that. Like, if I was just there, I would get a chance to talk to people and, like, kind of either get some buttons and pins, or I get a chance to give them my contact info for future potential interviews and stuff. But anyway, long story short, I did speak to Tom Fulp by accident because the dude that I thought worked there was Tom. And then I was like, oh, I was part of the clock crew. And we had this long chat about it. Also, I think I'm supposed to jump on this box. He was a nice guy. Tom was really cool. He was really, really nice, easy to talk to. He laughed about how I didn't recognize him. I told him about my history on Newgrounds and about how I used to, you know, be a part of this stuff. And we had just a little bit of a laugh about it. And I didn't bother him too much. I don't like bothering people, so I just kind of left him alone. But I said thank you, it was nice to meet you, and that was it. I also told him I liked his games a lot, so. But yeah, only I would meet someone accidentally. Like, that's a very me thing to happen. Delta says he's bad at making friends. I'm not bad at making friends, I'm bad at keeping friends. I don't like to have a lot of friends. I know that sounds stupid. I have a lot of acquaintances and some very close friends, but I'm not good at keeping up friendships because it does require effort, and I'm a lazy fuck, and I like to be alone a lot when I'm not streaming. I get double, triple, and quadruple doses of like socialization when I'm streaming or when I'm playing video games with people online. And when that's not happening, you know, I have my friends, or you know, I'll be out someplace. So when those things aren't happening, I like to just be alone and not kind of really talk to anyone. It sounds pretty incredibly antisocial, and it is. But oh great. But it's just kind of how I am. Great. Oh, fall off again. That's good, Link. What are you doing, Link? Oh. But so yeah, I do like to kind of have my own time, and part of that includes not talking to anyone for extended periods of time. So yeah, friendships and I don't get along very well. Alright, so I have 2 keys now. I see the rupees. I gotta get those, maybe? Also, you can't... For some reason, I couldn't press R to set the bomb down gently. Like, it's weird. Alright, never mind. I thought you could press R. God damn it. There we go. Oh, I'm out of fairies. That's bad. That's real bad. This is gonna be tough now. I don't know exactly what to do here. Sacred feet, right? Got that. Guess we gotta look for another door. Timing required for that. Jesus. Sacred feet means hover boots, yes, but it also means the camera in which people film UFOs on. You would think by now people would be recording UFOs in HD, but no, it's still the same old grainy, shaky footage. I'm sure there's a few things, but here's the problem with UFO footage. Just to get back on that topic for briefest of brief moments. The problem with UFO footage, if the footage is shitty, then it's shitty footage and it could be a bird or anything else. And if the footage is too good, then it's fake and it's CG. So you kinda can't win when it comes to UFO footage. The only way that people are gonna believe in UFOs is if they land on the fucking White House lawn, and that's it. That's really, and even then people will be like, no way. That's just Hollywood promoting War of the Worlds 6. But yeah, that's really... Wow. Wow, and there was a fairy that was right there. Skepticism is good. You know, as someone who finds these... Oh, fuck. As someone who finds these things exceedingly interesting, I also carry a healthy dose of skepticism. Especially as I get older and read less UFO books. You know. You have to discern. You cannot just believe everything. And there's also, of course, a lot of disinformation out there. There's stuff that's specifically wrong or made up by wackos. So yeah, you can't believe everything. There were aliens in Majora's Mask. That's true. There were. Forgot about that. That was a really good moment too. That was kind of scary. I remember when I was younger, I used to have a fear of aliens because I saw like a show, and it was a really fucking horrifying like depiction of what, you know, alien abductions and like, you know, supposed first-hand accounts of UFOs. And it scared me because I was a kid, you know, and I was kind of at that point terrified of being abducted. I've said this on stream once or twice, but think about this for a minute. You're at home, and a fucking beam of light paralyzes you and takes you through your wall up into a spaceship where sharp metal objects and tubes are being used on you for experimentation purposes in or around your genitals. How is that not one of the most horrifying things conceivable? It's really, it's this really fucking sobering and scary thought. And when you're a kid, it's especially scary. Well, for me, it was at least. But yeah, it's when I used to go to Connecticut, my uncle had a house in Connecticut when I was younger, and I remember I used to think to myself, like, this is perfect. Like, whenever you watch the abduction documentaries, this is where people get abducted. You know, they get abducted here in the middle of the fucking woods, and I used to be scared shitless because I thought it was gonna happen. Okay, I don't know what these guys are about right here, but there's ice. Fire chase me. What the fuck is going on? Multi-scrote? Oh yeah, he's here. Okay, so I do have to do that and not die in the process. Now you open. Okay, now it's your turn. It's your turn. Your turn. God, what is going on with this eye? Spoopy UFO stories. Yeah, there's a story of a trucker that was pretty fucking scary, to be honest. This truck driver that was supposedly abducted. I don't remember the details. I'm not going to go into it too much, but yeah, he was supposedly abducted on the side of the road, and he was put back like 24 hours later. And again, this is all, you know, this could all be bunk. It could all be complete bullshit. For some, it definitely is, but, you know, I like to have a slightly more open mind. And the dude basically said that he was jacked off. It's funny, but it's also horrible. And his sperm was used to create hybrids. At least that's what they told him. And then he was placed back. And he had scars, and he barely remembered everything, or anything. But that's a very common UFO account, that you don't remember things until another time, and then it comes back in dribs and drabs, and that's where the regression therapy comes from. Like, they try to, this guy Bud Hopkins, for example, you know, they would, like, do this hypnotism to try to get them to remember shit. Okay, so there we go, more fire. That's good. Gonna die in a second. There we go. Did he say what the aliens looked like? I don't know. I mean, there are supposedly multiple kinds. There's the gray, you know, the grays, you know, the gray Lamaux, those ones, they're pretty much just, what people describe, you know, big black eyes, small little thin mouths, gray skin. It's, you know, it came about not because people were like, oh, aliens might look like this, you know, because most people were drawing monsters with tentacles, you know. I mean, a little dude with a little slit and big black eyes, that seems to be the most reported, you know, if you watch like UFO stuff, that seems to be the most reported case. Like they were small, 5'4", no hair, they were, you know, blah blah blah. You get the idea. What is this room? Can someone tell me what the fuck this room is? I'm done talking about aliens for now, guys. I don't want to go into aliens. It's a Jesus. It's all weird. It's all really weird. "7-foot tall, benevolent mantis men from Beetlejuice." Shoot the middle eye, but it doesn't open the middle eye. Oh, fucking hell. I can't believe that. I thought you had to wait for an eye to open before you could shoot it. Here we go, I get to fight this guy again as an adult now. Come here. Come on. Hey. Put your head down. Put your head down. Put your fucking... Get your hands off me. You're not allowed. Come on, now go ahead. Do it, do it. There you go. Oh, man. It's amazing how, like, non-imposing this guy is adult Link. When you have such a long blade with which to shove into his butt. Okay, one more should do it. Off. Off. You're not allowed. Really? Skepticism quickly leads to whoa, let me say that again. Someone in chat just said skepticism quickly leads to cynical thinking. I am skeptical. And I believe the way to be in life is to be skeptical. And that applies to everything, not just the fact that aliens might be real. I'm talking about be skeptical of what we're told. Be skeptical of what we think our history is. Be skeptical of what authority tells you. Just be skeptical of things. And yeah, cynicism sucks. I agree. I really sometimes I'm a little bit cynical, but I have to be honest, I don't like cynicism overall. You know, Star Trek. I love Star Trek. That was a show created by an optimist. And I like to be optimistic about our future. But, you know, just question things. That's all you gotta do. Hasn't anyone ever told you that? Question things. Just question everything. Think critically? Don't remind me of my friend with that shitty tattoo. The fucking awful think critically tattoo. Sweet Jesus. There we go. I'm gonna get this. Why should I question everything? A non-39-28, you just succeeded. You really you nailed it just then. Obviously, if there's proof of something, it would be kind of dumb to completely ignore it. You know, look at evidence, do your own research. How about this? How about this? Don't just believe what people tell you. Do your own research in life. And try to stay optimistic, because if you get cynical too long and you live in that realm for too long, the world kind of starts becoming a pretty dark place. Try not to do that. That is my advice. I don't know if it's worth anything, but just, you know, listen, I struggle with that too. I still have my moments where I ruminate on things too much, you know, and I start feeling pretty negative about things. You know, I went to a wake recently, and it was my great uncle that passed, and yeah, we were close when I was younger. But, you know, it comes down to when you go to these things, you start like, what's the point? You know, you start like thinking to yourself, well, why am I even here? What's the point? And you can't. You know, there's a quote from, I'll tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. The world is very good. Seriously, there's a lot of good in this world. I find music to be my favorite thing. Gaming, good friends, streaming at the moment. Obviously, I love that. So there's a lot of good. I like being out on a sunny day. This is turning into a fucking shitty poem. But really, it's true. It sounds cliche, but, you know, a nice day, going for a walk, going for, you know, not a jog, never mind. Yeah, that's too much energy. Going for a walk. Let's stick with walk. That's perfect. On a sunny day, or, you know, going someplace and hanging out in nature for a little bit, just a little bit, because then I miss computers because I'm an asshole. But to me, that's good. But I want to read you a quote. All right, I'm gonna read you a quote that it came at the right time. I was, you know, upset because of the wake, and because, you know, I was thinking about stupid things like death that I really shouldn't be thinking about, because I'm not really that old yet. I'll be dead soon. No, but, and, there was a thing that I read, hang on. Let's see. Here it is. Here it is. Okay, I did not like the movie Star Trek Generations, but I was on my Star Trek sites that I check because, you know, I watch Trek at night, and I also like to read a little bit and see what's going on in that world. And the movie Star Trek Generations, I don't like. I feel it has its moments, but it is not a good movie overall. It's okay, not one of the best. And someone posted this quote in relation to William Shatner. This is going to sound so incredibly nerdy. I don't know why I'm even telling you guys this, but I don't care, whatever. William Shatner, someone was speculating that he's thinking about death a lot, and he does. He talks about it. He's not a religious person, and he's alive basically because of his ego at the moment. And it was just this thing I read. Anyway, from the movie Generations, here's the quote. This is after the Enterprise D is destroyed. Riker says, "I'm going to miss this ship. She went before her time." And Picard says, someone once told me that time was a predator that stalked us all our lives. But I rather believe then that time is a companion. Fucking hell, what? IMDb got the quote wrong. Okay. But I rather believe that time is a companion who goes with us on our journey and reminds us to cherish every moment because they'll never come again. What we leave behind is not as important as how we lived. After all, number one, we're only mortal. And then Riker smiles and says, "Speak for yourself, sir. I plan to live forever." I like that quote. It's a bad movie, but it's a good quote. So time is a companion who goes with us on our journey. And it was what I needed. Again, it sounds completely stupid. But for the time, it was exactly what I needed. It was like, oh, right. don't start thinking stupid thoughts because, you know, you had a rough day. You know, just enjoy what you have. And that's kind of, you know, it works for me. It might not work for everyone, but stuff like that can work for me. You know, a song lyric or a movie or a TV show, whatever. If, you know, if it's good, if there's some merit to it, then it might help. It might help get me through a day. Redeads and spikes. As I say this all, I am fighting death. I am literally fighting death. This entire dungeon is just Link fighting death. As I say all of these things. It's... How do we get on this topic anyway? Seriously, how did this happen? I have attained yogi status nerd. No, not really. Like I said, easier said than done. I've considered... Does anyone know any Buddhist masters that I could get in touch with? Because those guys are hard to come by. I would like to, I need like a Mr. Miyagi type mentor. Not for karate, but just for like meditation and like life. You know what I mean? I think that would be pretty cool. Gotta find me a Buddhist. You see them in airports all the time? Aren't those fucking Hare Krishnas? Are those the guys that give you like a pear and then they just like, they're wearing orange and they just say Hare Krishna over and over again? Isn't that a branch of, is that a branch of Buddhism or what? I'm not even sure. Or is that, I thought that was Hindu for a while, but I guess I don't know. It's, Hindu. It sounds like a Hindu thing. What is going on here? I need to... Oh, there we go. Like, right there. Okay. Where to? Go this way. There's, I don't have a key. So that kind of prevents me from moving forward, doesn't it? Maybe there's a key up there? It could be. Nah. Nah. A door opened. Isn't that the door I entered through? Oh, it was a different one. There's two doors in this room. Okay. So I have to go through this one then. Right here. I might have to cut this short after this room, and we'll resume next time. This is quite a long dungeon. And I'm assuming Master Quest version will be a little bit longer. But we got the hover boots, so we can get back to where we gotta go pretty easily. I'll just set a waypoint. Alright, let me defeat these skeletons. Multi-scrote has come back to life. I can't do this right now. My concentration levels are all the way down. Please drop a heart. Only one. Fuck you. Fuck you. Also, if anyone has any like interest in George Harrison's music, or like you know, if anyone wonders why I like George so much, it's because a lot of his music is very, I hate to say zen, but it is. I mean, he's, he was a spiritual guy, and sometimes I could just listen to his music and I say to myself, I strive to be a little bit more like that. And I quite like it. Anyway, so this was an interesting stream. I don't know how we ended up in some of these directions, but I'm happy we did. I'm always... I may stream video games, and I may, like the attention, and I do. I won't deny that. And I like making you guys laugh if I can, even if I'm not always funny. But I like to also kind of, be a person that is also just trying to figure out what the fuck we're doing here on this planet. So I'm with you guys in that sense. We're all in the same boat, really. No one's better than another person, myself included. So, just keep in mind we're all on the same boat. The spaceship Earth that's going through space at fucking, however many millions of miles an hour, rotating, and our solar system is moving and expanding, and we're just on this rock going through space just together, figuring out what the hell we're trying to, what are we doing here? But we're not, though, aren't we? I mean, because, we're more focused on, Tom Cruise. Well, does anyone really care about Tom Cruise anymore? Never mind. We're focused on Nicki Minaj and fucking Rihanna and Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie and just dumb things that don't need to keep our attention. Even video games to some extent, but don't tell anyone I said that. I love video games. So, we're all trying to figure out what's going on. But I can give you a hint. I know a little bit, and the answer is hats. Wear more hats. Monty Python. They told me this. It's good advice. Anyway, why don't we check out the art, and then I'll get going for the night, and I'll leave you guys to ponder some of the things I've said, or you can go take a poop. One of the two things. It evens itself out eventually. So let me throw on a tune and check out the art. Okay. I'm looking. Okay, so from C, Vinesauce glitches himself into battle. Cool. Thanks, C. That's pretty good. I like that. From Sukoto, Vinny, you and me, Super Smeg. What do you say? Sukoto. I'm sorry, buddy. At the moment, it's just a little hard to add a lot of people, and I've been getting a lot of requests, as I said earlier, but maybe at some point, when things die down a bit with Smash. From Honey Bunches of Swag. Wow. What happened to the battle? That's what happens every time there's a dark black screen. From Peepap Waluigi. It's a little chain chomp. From Sukoto. I love this dog. Quality stream. Yeah, look, there's the dog's pose. From Zen6636, the most anticipated battle of 2090, Vinny versus Walrus. I will make this happen. You have my word. From Tomato Hentai, Vinesauce is loading. Why is it so long? Now, I know how that sounds. I know exactly how that just sounded, but really, why is it so long? It's nice though. I'll add it to the folder anyway. From Cold Lord, here's a pretty cool pixel vine shroom. I will use that on the thumbnail of one of my future videos. I like various different versions of the shroom to throw on the videos, as long as it's at least semi-recognizable. For example, there was a dude I thought drew a cupcake vine shroom. It was actually a very specific fungus that bleeds red. That I know what it was, but I just couldn't. I thought it was a cupcake, so fuck that one up. From Super Yoshi Pie, here's Mr. Falcon with his Olimar and Louie, or an Alf rather. From Sergeant, what's going on here? Thought you've seen the last of me, Vinny. Yeah. Vinesauce has taken care of everything. SN202, I want you to know that your Vinesauce character has saved Vinesauce. Just wanted you to know that, so, you know. Whenever there's more. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay, I see some skeleton art. From Sakoto, why is it lagging? Twitch, I have something to say. We lag together. A match made in heaven. From Autark, Duck Hunt OP. I'm really seeing it. I'm really seeing it! Fuck effort, I must smash. From Sakoto. Oh, this was me playing Zelda. And the skeleton, like really close in 3D, bad skeleton, just popping out and just ruining my eyes. From Zoshi, if anyone asks, I didn't draw this. Oh god, is that the fucking weed bong? The weed bong. I'm sorry, the Ocarina bong. It's late. From Black Veins Filled with Ink. He's my favorite. They all look the same though, how can you tell? From Zen6636. We did a lot today. We ruined... Let me make this bigger. We ruined a poor man's life. We were traumatized for the 1000th time. We met a new friend, skeleton friend, and we mentally traumatized Link. We did God's work today. That is true. We did make a lot of good progress in Ocarina today. From Breadotop, here's Dem's me. Look at that, Dem. You got some nice fan art. You're not here right now because it's late, but if you were, you would like this. And from Breadotop, here's another one. Dem is good at Smash. He is, actually. And I like that drawing. It's a good one. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. From Blunt Bows, here's Uncle Rico tossing a metallic football over a mountain while a man with a foot camera films it. Thank you, Blunt Bows. You've successfully drawn what was in my mind. From Honey Bunches of Swag, I hate it. I hate it so much. How often do you guys hear me say that? Honestly. I'll be streaming and you'll hear that phrase at least 7 or 8 times. From Black Veins Filled with Ink, here's a BRB mushroom. From Chinigan, I'm really dealing it, he's a car dealer. I'm really peeling it, he's peeling a banana. I'm really reeling it, he's a fisherman. I'm really healing it, he's a doctor. God damn it, Chinigan. From Chinigan, again, I'm sorry, I'm not really feeling it. Why? Yes, he is. That's how you know he's really feeling it. Don't let his words trick you. From Daktua. Is that how you say your name? D-A-K-T-O-A? Daktua. Here's a drawing of our friend from Ocarina. And that's pretty much it. There's a lot of good art tonight, guys. I'm gonna end with a nice, simple vine shroom from Cold Lord. Anyway, Friday night into Saturday morning, still got 1,100 people. I mean, you know, we may not be as huge as some of those League of Legends streams, but that's still pretty goddamn cool. So, thank you guys for sticking with us. And, you know, thanks for hanging out with us this late into the night. Hang on. I don't want that one. No. Yeah, this will do. Anyway, so hope to see you guys soon. More Smash. Still got to play the fall. I still got Hyrule Warriors glitches to bring you guys. More Zelda, of course. And, you know, I'm pretty sure I was playing some other shit too. Pushmo. Do some more Pushmo. But that's it for tonight, though. So rest easy, everyone. Have a great one. And thanks for listening to me rant and rave like a lunatic. Good night.